morning, world and all its inhabitants. Today is Saturday, October 29th, 2016. It's currently 6:30 a.m. I'm Ruby Takerfunds, here with Mahali Nice. Let's get it started with DDSM news.
Well, first, we'll kick it with the headline story. Apple has changed their emojis. Most are freaking out about it. Some say that they prefer the old ones versus the new, or vice versa.
Apple's emojis are said to be more sharper and hip. Some still don't enjoy them, causing an uproar. Over 100 emojis have been added.
I don't believe it. Would you just look at the difference? They actually have real-looking faces now. They're so detailed. Would you just look at that, Ruby? Look at these.
Whoa, you could change the hair color and everything. The smileys look so real. Hey, camera lady, come here, check this out.
Dude, that's pretty lit. Wait, who's controlling the camera?
We apologize for the difficulties, my fellow viewers. Now over to Annie Howell, Ohio's forecast for the week, along with today's forecast.
Holly, this week's forecast is shown. Sunday and Monday, a cold front will be moving from the northeast, bringing along snow showers. Tuesday through Thursday, it's to be extremely sunny, with a temperature of 102 degrees. It's gonna be a hot one. Lastly, Friday is to be tornado weather, with severe thunderstorms and hail. Today's forecast for October 29th, 2016 is a 30% chance of rain with some sunshine, as you can see on my face. Oh wait, this just in, a huge snowstorm is said to be rolling in around 1 p.m. Scratch that. It's gonna be 90 degrees with high humidity. Oh, forget it. The weather will be whatever Ohio is feeling today. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Annie. Now on the local news. Roads aren't being paved and potholes are becoming terrible to drive on, and the cold weather means that more plows to increase their size.
More and more people living in Ohio are complaining about the road conditions and how bad they are becoming.
Now to some international news. People in Italy are fighting over which type of person is superior, righties or lefties.
It's growing out of hand as people are taking to the streets to fight one another over the issue. It's left over right.
It's right over left.
No, it's not.
It's right over left.
No, it's not. It's
yes,
left
it is.
over right.
It's right over
no,
left.
It's not.
It is right over left.
We will fight about this.
You want to fight?
Yes,
let's go right now.
In sports news, Ohioans are upset with the fact that the Cincinnati Bengals aren't on television in their parts of Ohio. Out on the field, we have Annie, with a local Bengals fan, to speak about the issue.
Thanks for that introduction, Ruby. We're gonna talk to a resident right here.
Hi, hello.
Hello, ma'am, what is your name?
Unnamed.
This is unnamed. Her mom hates her. How do you feel about the Bengals?
I love them, but I don't like the fact they're not shown on TV.
Back to you.
Now on to a word from our sponsors.
Hey, I'm Linda Smith from Linda's Good Eats. We serve all kinds of animals. We serve all kinds of animals, all kinds of food. Make sure to bring your critters in. See, we got this lovely little cat here. Hey there, buddy. Ah!
Come here, no. Here.
She's enjoying it. I've heard some great reviews on Yelp. They say that our atmosphere is great, our food is delicious, and we serve everything. See, that's all Bubba Dog here. He's eating it. Bring your critters down. They'll have some good fun.
Welcome back from the commercial break. Up next, we have DDSM correspondent Minnie out with the new basketball coach at WHS to get the juicy gossip about the new season.
Cruz, how you doing today?
I'm good, Destiny. How are you?
Good. I have some questions for you for this interview. First one is, what is your favorite thing about coaching basketball?
Despite the knocking on the door, my favorite thing about coaching basketball is the development of the relationships with the kids. Obviously, you get an opportunity not to just help them grow as a basketball player, but also grow into young.
That's good. What is the funniest thing that's happened to you while coaching?
The funniest thing? Geez, that's a really tough question. The funniest thing that's happened in coaching would probably be I've seen a couple of players try to dunk and kind of fall on their face. So that's normally pretty funny once you make sure that they're okay.
And the last is the weirdest nickname that's been given to you from a player.
I've only heard a player call me Coach Cruz, so that's probably smart not to give a nickname to the head coach. So I have not heard any. I'm sure there probably are some, but I have not heard of any nicknames.
Thank you for the interview.
All right.
Wow, let's hope that the Tigers really pull out the dubs this season.
In more sports news, the Cleveland Indians won the 2016 World Series against the Chicago Cubs. Just kidding, the Indians did enter into the World Series, as kids would say, all in 216, but ended up losing by a run in the 10th inning.
I thought Cleveland teams were only relevant to the public if they lost anyways, aka the Browns.
At least they're on their way to a perfect losing season.
Now on to Minivan Go for this exciting media review about Space Jam.
Thank you, Mahali. The classic movie starring Michael Jordan, Space Jam, is coming back to theaters this year, but with a twist. A whole new cast. Michael Jordan will be played by Tracy Morgan in the film and will have completely new voice actors for all of the Looney Tunes characters. Now back to Ruby in the studio.
Another exciting media review is Finding Dory. This brand new kids movie has had great reviews on the quest of Dory finding her family. Let's have Minnie tell our viewers about it.
Thank you, Ruby. Finding Dory was a very good movie and made me cry a bit. The movie revolves around Dory going out to find her parents, but instead, she finds her soulmate in an aquarium. Unlike the original, Dory actually remembers where her parents are and doesn't make lots of trips in circles to find them. Now back to you in the studio.
Breaking news, a massive serial killer has been killing for weeks on end. We were just informed on the killings.
A local bystander caught the footage of the horrible deeds on camera. Viewer discretion is advised.
What are you doing? I'm gonna call the police if you keep doing this. You hurt the innocent cereal. Oh Lord, I'm sending it to the news.
Terrible, just terrible. Here at DDSM News, we send our condolences to the kinds of cereal.
We've gotten word that the killer has not yet been captured. He is still on the loose. We will be back after a quick word from our sponsors.
I'm Sarah McLaughlin. This year, an innocent gorilla was shot and killed after a small child wanted to hang out, crawling into the habitat. That gorilla's name was Harambe. He wasn't just a gorilla, he was Harambe. Now, we have a dramatic recreation of this fatal accident, and here it is. This poor gorilla absolutely harmless for just the low price of watching your child and being a parent. You can help prevent gorillas in the zoo from being shot. You can also put your kids into a harness that looks just like Harambe if you donate $10 today to save the gorillas, just like Harambe.
Welcome back, fellow viewers. Here over at Washington High School, there has been a crazy man spotted near the stadium park screaming nonsense. We're going to head to Minnie to see what he's yelling so much about.
Here at Stadium Park, there's a strange man that won't stop yelling about getting it done. Let's see why he's yelling about it.
Don't you know that? What the heck is wrong with you guys? I don't understand.
Can I ask you what you're yelling about?
Get it done!
Why are we getting it done?
Because this community is crazy!
Wow, somebody needs to get him under control. Back at Washington High School, head band director Jason Neel has lost his mind. In the clip sent into us, it seems to be as if he's conducting to a class full of toy dinosaurs.
Now, it's time for this day in history for October 29th, 2016. First, in the 1920s, the Prohibition movement had started to take place.
Also, on October 29, 2016, the Massillon Tigers beat the McKinley Bulldogs 21-19.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just received news that Scrooge McDuck has become president of the world. Yes, you heard that correctly. A billionaire has become president. Now, this doesn't mean that we should panic because a businessman has become leader of a large group of people. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now receiving information that Scrooge McDuck supporters are flooding the streets. They are very happy that an angry, creepy, little old man has become president. Not only is he a businessman, but he is literally a duck. He's a peckin' duck. He's not a human. 2016 has been such a strange year, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just ready for 2016 to be over so we can move on to better things.
Minnie, I'm just ready to go home, watch Netflix, and sleep.
On a lighter story, Instagram has recently came out with stories that people can share photos and videos with all their followers to see, but Snapchat has already came up with that idea.
Most first world citizens like the new update, while others despise it for the copywriting, Snapchat aspects of it, and vice versa.
Why don't we test this out together? You too, Annie and Minnie.
Seems like a good invention to me. Now on to a final word from our sponsors.
Hey kids, are you bored at home? Do you just binge watch your life away on Netflix?
Uh-huh.
Yeah!
Do you want a fun new game?
Yeah!
Here's a brand new board game. It's called Get Off My Lawn.
How do you play it?
Do you pretend to be an angry old man?
Kind of. You have to try to get your toys off old man's Conger's yard, but you gotta be careful. Don't let old man Conger catch you.
Ooh.
That's all for this morning's edition of DDSM News. See you all tomorrow!